Go.
All right. Hello, wanderers. Today, we are in uptown New Orleans in a neighborhood known as Boulevard. Uptown is upriver from downtown New Orleans, which is where the French Quarter is located. Behind me, you can see an example of a Center Hall house. This used to be a fairly common piece of architecture in New Orleans, not so much anymore. It's called a Center Hall because the front door and the back door are connected by one long center hall. They are typically raised because New Orleans, of course, does flood. This house was built by David Fink in 1866. He was an importer of ovens and hardware. In 1875, after his death, New Orleans took over the property, and as prescribed in his will, it became the Fink Asylum, which took care of widows and orphans, usually from the yellow fever. Yellow fever in New Orleans lasted the entire 19th century, with thousands of deaths reported. The worst year, 20,000 people in the Mississippi River Valley died, all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. The worst year in New Orleans was 1853, where 9,000 people died. This home, of course, became too small to take care of that many people. So, two masonry wings were built off here to the back, which we'll go and show you now. Okay, here's a very nice angle of the masonry wing part of the Fink Asylum. As you can see, the steep gable roof takes care of the torrential New Orleans rains, some of which we've experienced just today, which is why I still have my raincoat on. And if you look, you'll see the dental work for the decoration. You'll also see some of the brickwork that's also used for decoration. This is very typical of masonry architecture in New Orleans in the 19th century. You can see it everywhere. You can see it in the French Quarter, you can see it in our warehouses, and you can see it in the older parts of the CBD. You'll also notice the sash windows and very high ceilings. I'm not sure you can see a door from here, but the doors here are about 9 feet tall with 3-foot transoms. The transoms, of course, were open and louvered out to help with ventilation. The house itself is only built up about 4 feet on brick piers. So although it's never flooded, it is not particularly high. So welcome to the Fink Asylum in uptown New Orleans. I hope you've enjoyed your visit, and travel with Viking.